Today we are going to be learning about a few different genres in literature. A genre is a category of literature defined by shared characteristics. Genres may be determined by literary technique, tone, or content. Stories that are fantasy, mystery, science fiction, realistic fiction, historical fiction, and traditional literature all fall into the fiction category. Informational, biographies, and autobiography books belong in the nonfiction genre. And the last genre we will talk about today is poetry, which is in a category of its own. Examples of fiction books are Harry Potter and Harriet the Spy. These narrative literary works whose content is produced by the imagination and is not necessarily based on fact. Fantasy. A story including elements that are impossible, such as talking animals or magical powers. The examples shown: Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type, and The Chocolate Touch. Realistic fiction is a story using made-up characters but could really happen in real life. Popular authors include Beverly Cleary and Barbara Park, my favorite, with Junie B. Jones. Mystery books have a suspenseful story about a puzzling event that is not solved until the end of the story. Shown here are A to Z Mysteries, The Bald Bandit, Mystery on the Docks, and Cam Johnson and the Mystery Haunted House. Historical fiction. A fictional story that takes place in a particular time period in the past. Often the setting is real, but the characters are made up from the author's imagination. Traditional literature. Stories that are passed down from one group to another in history. This includes folk tales, legends, fables, fairy tales, tall tales, and myths from all different cultures. Science fiction is a type of fantasy that uses science and technology, like robots and time machines. The Dark Dreamweaver by Nick Ruth asks the question, can a young boy navigate a journey through a mysterious land and confront the evil wizard who has stolen the power of his dreams? Nonfiction books are informational text dealing with an actual real-life subject. Speeches, essays, autobiographies, and biographies fall into this category of literature. Informational books are texts that provide facts about a variety of topics, such as sports, animals, science, history, careers, travel, geography, space, and weather. Popular books are Eyewitness Books and Transformed: How Everyday Things Are Made by Bill Slavin. A biography is a story of a real person's life written by another person. Examples here show the life of Abe Lincoln and the life of the NBA superstar Shaquille O'Neal. An autobiography is the story of a real person's life that is written by that person. Examples here show the Michelle Kwan book and also the Ruby Bridges book called Through My Eyes, written by Ruby Bridges. To introduce the poetry section, I will share a poem called Shining Star. As the days go rolling by, You have to keep reaching for the sky. Let no one steer you away from your course, 'cause you are your only energy source. Keep on soaring, both near and far. Your light constantly shines. You're a shining star. Poetry is verse written to create a response of thought and feeling from the reader. It often uses rhythm and rhyme. Examples here show the book Beast Feast and the book Baseball, Snakes, and Summer Squash. General questions to ask yourself to find out what makes a good book. Does the book tell an interesting story? Does the story have a theme? Is the plot well constructed? Did the book provide for a pleasurable reading experience? For informational books, how accurate are the facts presented in the book? Young adult literature is anything that readers from the age of 12 to 18 choose to read. There is a wide variety of literature for these young adults. The late 60s saw distinct changes in publishing for young adults with the publication of The Pigman by Paul Zindel and The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. Young adult literature authors write from the viewpoint of young people. In their stories, the characters are forced to confront their problems on their own. The characters are faced with challenges which earn the reader's respect, even if they do not succeed. Young adult literature provides readers with experiences to help them acquire more mature social skills, select and prepare for an occupation, positive social interactions with peers and adults, and self-definition. The top young adult literature books of 2012 were Pandemonium by Lauren Oliver, The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, Fear by Michael Grant, and The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith.